Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Yeah, this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
So the completion gets them just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
The Vikings at 3-11 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
2nd down and 6 now. To the air with McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Ty Chandler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill.
Justice Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man is the rookie from Auburn.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and a yard.
Jackson now. Over the middle, complete. It's Day. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and that'll bring up second down.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
Yeah, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Now McCarthy. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together. So
that he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
3rd and 19. Here's McCarthy. They'll roll him out right. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. He'll pitch it back. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Chandler is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He finds his man, complete. It's Day. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You told me before it's tough to identify how to block a 3-4 defense. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And one other thing an offensive line coach told me, if you want to run wide against a 3-4, which is difficult to do because of the speed of the outside linebackers, it's often difficult for your offensive linemen to hit targets in space and create lanes for your guys to run through.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's the game of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Rolling to his right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man is Jalen Nailor. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
McCarthy going to throw again.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. McCarthy escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
They go play action with Jackson.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. That is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Jackson will throw again. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another... Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Again, Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Day.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And Jackson throwing once more. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for really nothing.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
To the air with McCarthy.
And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
Shakes off the sack. Flushed out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit, and as you mentioned, finding the 1st down on a 4th down play.
Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy.
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Out to his left.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. McCarthy operating from the gun. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Chandler.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Ty Chandler
scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. To throw is Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Beasley will throw that one away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The slot man in motion right. To throw again is Jackson. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Justin Tucker will kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
They're on the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Chandler. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Addison will go in motion left. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
27-yard line.
They run it with Chandler.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
On first down, Chandler. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Now 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. He's got this to Williams, complete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's first down. Here's Jackson.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Throwing, Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone. And